Good morning, Year 10. Today we are doing how to change from a fraction to a decimal. And we're going to start by looking at this little diagram. And you can see there are 10 squares and 3 of them are coloured in. So that means the fraction is 3 over 10. 3 coloured in out of 10. If we wanted to write that as decimal, you might already know that that decimal is 0.3. because of your place value. Now that's quite easy because the bottom number of the fraction is 10. So sometimes you don't always have 10 at the bottom. Look at this fraction here. You have 4 squares, 1's coloured in. And what fraction would be 1 over 4? How do we change that into a decimal? So what we do is we use a calculator and we go 1 divided by 4 is 0.25. And you can do that even if it is over 10. You could do 3 divided by 10 is 0.3. So in order to change from a fraction to a decimal, you just take the top number and divide by the bottom number. So remember, a decimal is just a different way of writing the answer. These mean the same thing, but it's a different way. Let's look at another example. We have this diagram, which is 1 coloured out of 5. So the fraction is 1 over 5. On your calculator, 1 divided by 5 is 0.2. Okay. So we're going to now move on and away from the diagrams and just look at fractions into decimals. So we've got 7 over 20. And we've got 0.35. So I want you to try and do these two yourself now, and just pause the video and we'll put the answers up in a second. One is 0.76. That one's a wee bit longer. You can see it's got 4 decimal places, 0.5625, but it just stops at the 4 decimal places. So let's try these ones. Try them yourself first. First one's 0.625. That one is 0.39. Now this one, you get the answer, it's 1.19, because you can see this number is bigger than this number. So it's going to give you a whole number part and a decimal part. And these are all finite decimals because when you get the answer, you can see, like on the calculator, it doesn't go on and on all over the screen. It stops at a certain number of decimal places. So the difference now, we're going to look at some where we have to use our rounding off skills, okay? So if you put 2 divided by 7 into your calculator, you will get this answer here. You're not going to write all of that down. You're going to round it off. And remember how you round off. We're going to go 2 decimal places. So after the 8 is a 5. So that instead of 0.28, you would write 0.29. Because the 5 means you add 1 on. Instead of writing 28, you write 29. Next one, 3 over 11. So do the same. 3 divided by 11. You get this answer, 0.2727. So using your rounding skills, you put your rounding off here to 2 decimal places. Because that's a 2, you do write 0.27. 6 over 13, do the same again, 6 divided by 13, and you get this answer, and we write 0.46. And because it's only a 1 after the 6, you don't add 1 on. Now what you're going to do is you're going to have a look at Hegarty Maths, task 73, sorry. I have set it for you in your Hegarty Maths. If you need a new password, just let me know and I can send you a reset, okay? So have a good look at the video, try the questions, and remember all you have to do to change a fraction to a decimal is to divide the top number by the bottom number, okay?